Magical girls, cute foxes, and turn-based RPG gameplay, oh my! Welcome to Subliminal Quest, an adorable visual novel with RPG gameplay, developed and published by Gojulas. It is still in development, so things you see right now might change later on, and I can't give an absolute answer on a release date. Now, as for the story currently, we follow our magical girl protagonist, Ahiru, going around town recording with her friends. Like a cute little home video helping introduce our characters, there isn't really much at the moment as it mostly is a technical demo, so later down the line there will be more content. For the characters, I think they're designed pretty well both visually and internally, as even though some characters have more extroverted personalities such as Ahiru or Linnea, they don't overshadow the introverted characters. When they're all together, they all feel in sync. Ahiru's pushy nature complements Shore's timid nature. Linnea's aloof, but when it is needed, she counters Ahiru by being bold and teasing. And Claire is a rule-abiding and smart individual, but brings her own charm to the group by being open to participating in their antics. Let's go ahead and take a look at the design and gameplay aspects. So for the designs of the characters, they're all pretty cute. Ahiru looks like the recognizable magical girl with preppy attitude and the magic staff, all in vibrant colors. Linnea is a tall, buxom fox girl with multiple tails and effort toward fashion. A pretty girl basically. Shore's outfit doesn't really stand out, but it's a normal solid color hoodie along with jeans, and I think it fits in well with her personality. Doesn't stick out from the crowd, it's just her own person. But for Claire is with the usual lab coat. She likes to stay in the lab, a necessity for her, of course. The sprites aren't static either, they're all animated, so it helps bring their emotions to life. That's not all though. That's only the visual novel aspect of the game. I haven't gotten to the RPG part, and that one looks pretty cool. It utilizes pixel art, and it's heavily animated with idle animations and attack animations that can look pretty flashy. The minor enemies are even animated too with their own unique animations, and it's all pretty great to see. The gameplay is so much standard, very typical for an RPG, so for those who are familiar, this will make you feel right at home. But for those who are new, this is pretty easy to get into. Now, for all good things, there has to be some things that could use some work. During the visual novel portion, when the sprites enlarge, it does become a bit blurry and the UI could use some polish. During the RPG gameplay, there's a limited amount of actions you can do. It can get repetitive. It could also use a revive action in case your character cools down. This would help them get in the fight rather than them being out of it for a majority of it. In the most recent build, the fight with Linnea is cool to see, as it's like a big boss fight. However, her fluffy tails move where she makes her character unable to do anything. It feels like she uses it too frequently. Of course, there is a strategy involved and hopefully you can stop her from doing that, but when it does happen to you, and repeatedly does it every turn, it does put you in an idle state for quite a while and does get annoying. Let's move on to the music. I actually enjoyed the music. It's groovy, it's exciting, and for the idle moments of mucking around with your friends, it's an upbeat track that gives out that feeling of fun nonsense. The battle music during the gameplay is absolutely great. It's intense and heroic, and evokes a feeling of determination. Despite it being a tech demo at the moment, it does possess good aspects. Some work is needed, but I'm sure that'll happen later on during its development. But for now, here are some points I've come up with. So, what score does Subliminal Quest receive? Let's see.